On to you, Taurus. You have the Hanged Man, the Three of Cups, and then you have the Six of Wands. And so for you, there's a sense of you have some people that want you to actually have a terrible year, bad year, but that's not really going to happen. Because the situation for you, Taurus, is that the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands speaks to how things have actually been quite good for you so far, right? We're only 2 days into the fiscal new year, and things seem to be working quite well for you. There's also a situation where you're starting the new year correctly because you, Taurus, don't have all this stress. You didn't come into the new year in January 1st, 2025, right? Fiscal new year with excessive baggage, having to have someone around you and all this other type of stuff, right? Somebody who's basically trying to wring you dry of all of your happiness. That's not really what's going on with you at all. A lot of you, Taurus, most definitely have self-respect, and you're showing your self-respect by leaving, like I said, the unnecessary baggage in 2024. And it's not to say that you, Taurus, had a terrible 2024. You had an amazing one. But you're looking to make 2025 even more good. And then you have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. And there's a lot more of the self-respect, right? Not so much to the point where it's conceit, but a healthy amount. You don't want anybody hanging out with you that makes it a chore, right? If they're making it seem like it's some sort of a chore, then why exactly would you decide to actually have these people in your life if they're going to make hanging out with you a chore anyway? And see, it's this sense of, and it's most definitely this sense of, well, if that's the case, then you, Taurus, will take your value and you'll carry it somewhere else. You'll keep it to yourself. You'll get someone else if the person seems to have all these issues in the first place. And then you, Taurus, have the High Priestess and the Fool card. And you're carrying this newfound level of confidence, right? You, Taurus, are carrying this newfound level of confidence. And the High Priestess is Virgo and Taurus, so you showed up in your own reading. But, you know, everybody better stay out of your way. You know, people who feel like they're going to give you a difficult time, obviously they're not going to know to stay out of your way, but they'll find out really quickly to stay out of your way because you, Taurus, are not putting up with it. If a person wants to play games with you, you can play just as much games with them right back. It's just a matter of they better understand how to, you know, they better, you know, they can try that with you, but it ain't gonna work. You know, it ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Because you're not even looking for these type of people that want to play games with you in the first place. The Knight of Pentacles represents, and so the Knight of Pentacles is about how you're able to walk away from them because it's not like they're someone that you're looking for anyway. You know, you, Taurus, are not looking for a person that is ruined, that is broken, that can't really be in a relationship but front like they can. You know, a lot of people, especially in today's time, can't be in relationships. They're dysfunctional, very dysfunctional. And then you have the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords. Happy New Year, by the way. But the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords speaks to how prepared you, Taurus, actually are to pick up and leave anybody. So there's a sense of value. There's a sense of self-worth that you, Taurus, have, right? And we're only 2 days in, where, you know, in the fiscal new year, where for you, Taurus, it's, again, there's a sense of not trying to force any kind of relationship, right? You come in, you see what's up. They're not showing you interest. They're not putting in any kind of effort early. It's like, okay, fine. It is what it is. You ain't got to be around that. That's fine. It is what it is. And so let's clarify the Three of Swords. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. Page of Wands, Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Tower, and then you have the Two of Cups to clarify the Three of Swords. And the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands, you've been through it enough. You, Taurus, it's a fresh new start for you. And it's like you're aging backwards. It's like you went from growing up at a very early age to now being in a position where you get to do all the fun stuff that unfortunately you never had a chance to do. And so that's what it is that you, Taurus, are effectively doing. And a person better be prepared to actually live life to the fullest alongside with you, Taurus, because if they're not, then it is what it is. They're not your type. And they're not your type necessarily because of the physical thing. They're not your type based upon who they actually are. And see, then you have the Seven of Pentacles, and then you have the Tower. The Seven of Pentacles and the Tower right here represents how, of course, it wouldn't be a Taurus video if there was no Scorpio. Oh, and let me say this thing, because this thing keeps kind of hitting home for the whole you're not my type thing. The only way that a person really shouldn't be your type is when the two of y'all's character don't really match up. Other than that, judging upon the whole physical thing, it's really fickleness is really what it is. Because if a person is, and I've talked about this before, my dear Taurus, if a person is willing to date, if they say that they dating, then date. Don't be out here having all of these like hang-ups and all of these like deal breakers. Oh, this person gotta have dark skin. This person gotta have light skin. This person, at the end of the day, people have preferences. People gonna go for whatever it is that they're gonna go for, right? And I respect that. What I'm saying is, just understand though, Taurus, don't let them G you and tell you, oh, that's their preference. Yeah, it is their preference, but their preference is coming from a place of fickleness. They want to date under these conditions. And you just have to stand back and respect it. But don't take it personally if they say things like they're not into you or whatever. Just understand the root of where that stuff comes from. Because I realize myself that on a personal level, the people who would say that they're not into me or whatever the case may be, I'm not their type, they're still attracted to me. They've still been attracted to me. So it wasn't a matter of them not being my type. It wasn't a matter of me not being their type or me not being attracted or attractive to them. What's more so is that they're just doing it from a fickle perspective. They want to get their preferences met. They're looking at their preferences and not necessarily the actual substance all the time. And that's okay, right? If that's how they want to date, that's perfectly fine. But they can't complain when things don't necessarily work out the way that they intended it to, right? If you want to play stupid games, you're going to get stupid prizes. And so the Seven of Pentacles and the Tower represents, so you, Taurus, just really got to just take your time and get to know some people. And just really, if you want to, just get to know multiple people. I'm seeing how you, Taurus, just have a lot of people whom you can talk to, brand new faces and everything like that. And you're not going to wait, as it is that I've predicted. You're not going to wait. And you shouldn't have to. You don't have to wait. You can do whatever you want. But just understand that, don't allow people to give you a difficult time. If a person is giving you all this set of time, all these issues and everything like that, and it's soon, right, in the relationship, and they're giving you all these issues, they're barely saying anything, it takes a month or two for them to actually communicate with you, that in on itself is a dub, okay? Because I'm seeing how some of you, Taurus, will be tolerant. You'll be out here trying to get to know people, and that will be an issue because you'll allow people to take a little bit too much time because, oh, they'll forget about you type stuff. And maybe they will. Now, I'm not saying that they won't, but maybe they will. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is it shouldn't matter whether or not they forget about you, because at the end of the day, distance or distance for like a month, 2 months, 3 weeks, and all this other type of stuff is bad for intimacy. So you can't create a relationship with a person who moves like that anyway. And then the Two of Cups just represents seek to gain interactions with people long term who are available to you, but who are not needy. That is the catch-22. That is what it is that you, Taurus, from my humble perspective, you should be looking for. So try to see if anybody whom you're getting to know has those kind of traits. And don't worry about, why is it that this person ghosted you for like 2-3 months? That's where you messed up. So that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Contact me for a personal reading. The link to that is in the comment section below that I've pinned. Linktree link. Come through and get a reading. That way I can help you out if you have any other kind of further questions. Peace.